Hi, my name is Akiva Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan, and today we're continuing our video series designed to educate and inform the public, so please subscribe to our channel. The idea of dealing with a divorce and custody issues is sometimes magnified to the negative if CPS is involved, if Child Protective Services is involved. Now, the question becomes, should there be some sort of modification? Should there be a change in what you do because of involvement at CPS? Let me backtrack a little and tell you a little bit about the history. Conceptually speaking, CPS is a great thing. A special agency designed to look into issues of abuse and neglect, particularly for children. What could be better, right? What could be better to have an agency that's geared toward protecting kids in that way? So that becomes a very, very important task. The problem is that when CPS gets involved, it does certain things to a case. In a normal case, let's say there's a divorce and a custody case. What do you got there? You got a husband, you got a wife, you might have husband's attorney, wife's attorney, and the judge. So you got five people dealing with the case. Now, when CPS gets involved, all of a sudden, there's a sixth person. There's a representative of CPS, perhaps a lawyer from CPS, and they're making a report, and the court is waiting on their report. And sometimes their report comes in, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we're all convened before the court. Husband and wife have taken off time from work. They're paying their lawyers on the hour. Every minute that goes by, it's costing more and more money. They wait. They get before the judge. Judge is going to make a ruling. Where's the CPS person? Oh, CPS person is here. Okay, come back next week. That involvement, that entanglement of CPS is sometimes really frustrating. I will tell you that though conceptually CPS is a great thing, there are a lot of lawyers who would rather deal with the case without CPS involvement. If there's abuse and neglect, the guy in the black robe is very, very well capable of dealing with it and figuring out what the implications are for custody in an abuse type case. So is CPS really needed? A lot of lawyers will tell you they prefer not. It just makes the case take more time, makes the case cost more money. It's more frustrating for everybody. They don't necessarily want it. How should you, as an individual, deal with CPS? Now, that's another issue. When CPS approaches you and they say, we want to come and do a home inspection to make sure that things are safe, you have an option. You could say, I refuse to participate. You could not let them in. You could take that position that you don't want to cooperate with CPS. But remember what's going to go on. Eventually, somebody's going to write a report to some judge, and your lack of cooperation might be construed against you. It might appear as though you got something to hide. I will tell you that a lot of times CPS will look at something, and even though it may be questionable, even though it may not be a great living environment, they still might find there's nothing there that really makes them want to get involved. The fact that they might not want to get involved, though, doesn't mean that the court won't find the situation unacceptable. So, what should you do with CPS? Generally speaking, our position is that we encourage people to try and cooperate with CPS. Try to make it so that it doesn't get worse and we create a bad implication. There are times, though, when people will set up appointments with CPS. They won't show up. They're supposed to come at 2 o'clock. They don't come till 4 o'clock. By then, the kid is gone. All these kind of things. If you're in that situation, then you have to talk to your lawyer about whether or not you want to continue to make yourself available to some CPS personnel who are not really overly respectful of your time and your family situation. And of course, your lawyer will give you guidance on that. If you have any questions about that, of course, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.